What's happening, folks? Welcome back to Celtic Fans TV. It's player ratings time after Hibs 0, Celtic 2 here at Easter Road. A big win for us, given our record here in the last decade or so. We're going to start in goals, as we always do with Kasper Schmeichel. Again, similar to last week in that he didn't really have a save of note to make at any point in the game. I think Hibs do hit the bar there in the last 10 minutes through Bowie, but aside for that, just some nice passes out for the back. I know he did have one that he overhit in the second half, out to Carter Vickers when he sort of came out of his box. But aside for that, barely put a foot wrong, gets another clean sheet. So we'll go a solid 7 for Kasper. Into defence, right back, Alistair Johnston. Again, I think relatively solid showing from him all round. He came off in the second half for Ralston, but I thought for Johnson, his intensity without the ball is always really good. His defensive work was good. He's getting forward. I think both him and Taylor are coming into midfield a bit more. Him not so much as Taylor, but I think a solid showing all round. So he's getting a 7 as well. Next to him at centre half, Carter Vickers. I'm actually going to dock the big man half a point because he got out-muscled by Bowie for that late Hibs chance where they hit the crossbar. I think he'd maybe one or two where he was just slack in the second half as well on the ball. Rare for him, obviously, because he's so consistent, but we'll go 6.5 for Carter Vickers. Scales next to him, barely put a foot wrong, to be fair, all afternoon. Some decent defensive work, and I can't think of any real mistakes he made on the ball. Maybe 1v1 in the first half, but he's getting a solid 7 for Scales. Taylor at left back, I think he played some nice balls, Greg Taylor, throughout the game. One or two nice crosses, one or two balls into the channels that got us going. Again, Hibs did get joy through Boyle down the right hand side and that spell they had around our mark in the second half. Could have been 7 for Taylor. We'll maybe go 6.5 just for that wee spell of Hibs pressure which kept coming down his side. Into midfield, the captain Callum McGregor. Kenny just said in the full time reaction that he was a 10 out of 10. I'm not going to go 10 out of 10, I'm not as generous as Kenny, but I thought he was really, really good, particularly in that first half, and obviously he scores an absolute goal of the season contender. Left foot, strikes across the ball, it veers away into the top corner past Bursic in the Hibs goal. Brilliant goal. He's obviously announced his international retirement, which is going to help us throughout the course of this season. Played so much football, but I think him along with the rest of the team collectively have started the season really well at a great intensity, so it's 8.5 for McGregor. Ahead of him, Matt O'Reilly, who knows how many games we're going to get to see Matt O'Reilly in a Celtic shirt after this one, but I think his defensive work again, characterising the whole team. Off the ball he was brilliant, winning it back both in the first half and early in that second half. Really solid showing for O'Reilly. He's getting an 8. Hatate alongside him, not as effective as last week, I don't think. Didn't really put too much of a foot wrong, but he'd one or two balls that he let go long. He had a great chance to cross it early in the second half where we get down the right hand side of Hibs just when we were having that spell of pressure where it looked like we could get a third goal and take the game away from them, and he sort of overhit it. So not as effective best, Hatate, but again relatively solid showing. He's getting a 7. Right hand side, Nicholas Kuhn, I thought really, really good today. He's getting an 8.5. I think apart from the goal, obviously, he starts the move, I think, with the ball over the top for Kyogo, and he's followed it in by the time Forrest gets the rebound, cuts it back for Kuhn to tap into an empty net. But aside for that, he looks dangerous, he looks sharp, he's playing with much more intensity than he was in that first 3 or 4 months we saw him in a Celtic shirt. And I think, again, that pass inside to McGregor, he gets an assist for it, right? It's a stupid assist, really, because McGregor smashes it in for 30 yards, but having the courage to pass inside and not to go back to Johnston, that's something we saw a lot from him, particularly in away games last season, constantly taking the safe option, but he's much more positive, much more aggressive, and that pass inside the pitch just opened things up for McGregor to go and have a crack at goal. Really, really encouraging for Kuhn, so it's 8.5. Forrest on the other side, not as effective as he was against Kilmarnock last weekend. He eventually comes off because I think he tired quite early in the second half, again at that stage of his career, playing out wide, playing with good intensity, again off the ball in the first half. He is going to tire. We'll go 6.5 for Jamesy. And Kyogo through the middle, I'm going to be quite harsh on him and give him a 6 because he misses a brilliant chance in the first half. Just gets onto a short back pass. I think it's Miller trying to go into Ekpiteta at centre half for Hibs. It's short. Kyogo gets in on it, the centre half's coming back at him and he just gets the finish all wrong. He tries to curl it round Bursic in the Hibs goal, it goes wide. He had another great chance actually, we had a brilliant counter attack early in the second half, and I think it's Hatate that ends up playing the ball in for the left hand side and Kyogo just can't get a clean contact on it. So again, he worked hard. I think he looked sharp enough. Not on the score sheet though, passing up a couple of chances. He's getting a 6 today, Kyogo. Just a concern again when he's going down injured, given the fact that he's the only fit out and out striker at the club, and then Johnson has to come on to replace him. That's a huge concern for us, and hopefully we can get Adam Ida in the door as soon as possible, which is the thing we keep talking about. Another weekend's gone by though, and not a lot of movement on it. He did play for Norwich yesterday, Ida, of course, but it's a 6 for Kyogo. Again, he's looking sharp. He just needs to get on the score sheet, and hopefully the goals will come and his confidence will pick up for there. Lots of subs today. We actually ended up making 6 subs because Mikey Johnston comes off after a head knock for the goalkeeper. Bursic late on. So Maeda, Yang, Bernardo, Ralston, Johnston, Home, they're all getting 6.5 because none of them really done anything notable. Bernardo and Maeda get into good positions at times. Again, great work, great off the ball, but 6.5 for all the subs. If you disagree with that, you can let me know in the comments below. Like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. We're bringing you more content. We've reintroduced player ratings this season, so we're bringing you a lot more videos than we did last season. So please subscribe so you don't miss any, and we'll see you during the week when we get some transfer news, hopefully. Thank you.